Everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. Today's video is super exciting for me because I love hosting. I love having friends and family over. And today I'm basically just going to share with you all the tips that I've learned along the way, and hopefully they can help you out. Today's video is also a collaboration with Nitraab from Nitraab. If you guys are not following her channel, you have to. She has a series going on right now called From House to Home. She just moved into this beautiful house, her and her husband, and they kind of take us through the process of decorating the different rooms and things like that. So that's like my favorite series that she has. And she also has like makeup tutorials, fashion hauls, and I believe she's going to give you guys a tour of her patio. So definitely go watch her video once you're done watching mine. I will leave all of her information linked down below. If you're coming from her channel, welcome. My name is Liz. I make videos like this once a week, and I hope you guys subscribe. I'll have a little link right here. So my first tip that I have for you guys, if you already know in advance that you want to have people over, let's say the following week, then definitely sit down and start planning what kind of theme you want to do. Let's say you want to do like a wine tasting night, taco night, whatever it is, whether it's fancy, casual, just have a plan. And that also includes writing down how many people you're inviting, how many people are coming, make some notes of like what they'd like, and then you can start making a grocery list and you can add to it as you think of new ideas. Although this doesn't always happen. Usually I'm like scrambling the day of, but I'm here to tell you, don't do what I do. This is gonna save you a huge headache. I'll try to do as much of the prep ahead of time and then just put it in the refrigerator, and that way the next day I don't have as much work to do. The day before, I also like to set up my bar cart, and you don't have to have a bar cart. If you have an area that like a counter or like a designated area where you could put all of the drinks and little snacks and things like that, then totally do that. I like the bar cart because I can put it in an area that's in between the two rooms that I'm entertaining in. So like if I'm having people out in the patio and in the living room, then I'll put the bar cart right in between so that people feel comfortable going in and out. I like setting this up the day before because it lets me know if I forgot anything and I can pick it up before the day of. When putting my bar cart together, I like to make it very functional. I could get carried away very easily and decorating it, but it won't be practical and functional for my guests. So I keep in mind the drinks that we're having, the people that are coming, what they like to drink, what they like to garnish their drinks with. And if I'm not sure what to serve, a pretty general guideline that I follow is having 2 types of liquor, a dark and a light, and then picking a wine that I want to serve for the night. Right now, since it's summertime, my favorite thing to have is rosé because it's very crisp and light and everybody likes it. Pretty much. And then I put out things that go with the liquor that I decide to serve. So I did some fresh orange slices, I did some fresh lemon slices, I also have some olives in case anybody wants to have just like a regular martini, and then a few mixers based on what I know my friends and family like already. So I just had like these flavored carbonated waters. I think mixed nuts go really well with any cocktail, and then I like to have napkins right there because that allows people to pick up whatever they're grabbing and then put it on their napkin, and you don't have to have plates. So in the bottom part of the bar cart, I keep all of my backups and also the wines that are going to be on ice. I don't put any of the ice in the bucket until the day of, and I also try to cover all of the foods with saran wrap, and then the next day I just have to remove everything and enjoy. Try to do all of your tidying up the day before so that you're not having to clean the day of. Although if you do have to clean the day of, the one thing I recommend focusing on is the bathroom. For me, this is a big deal because our guest bathroom is usually a disaster because it's right next to my office, and that's the one that I use whenever I'm like doing last second touch-ups, so my stuff is all over the place. So I wipe down the counters, I wipe down the sink, I make sure everything is nice and clean. If it needs vacuuming, I vacuum. If the floors need cleaning, I clean. And then I also make sure that we have fresh toilet paper. Just imagine whenever you guys go to a friend's house and you run out of toilet paper, the last thing you want to do is be searching through their cabinets. So keep that in mind. Like, how would you want to be treated if you went to a friend's house? So what I like to do is have a fresh roll of toilet paper already there for them to grab, and then I like to have extras on top of the toilet where they can see it in case it does run out. They can just feel comfortable replacing it. I also make sure that there's fresh, clean towels in there, and you could either get those disposable hand towels so your guests can dry their hands, or you can do something similar to this, which is what I like to do because you waste less paper, which is just buying those little hand towels that are really cheap. You can get like a 12 pack at Walmart for really inexpensive, and then I just roll them up and put them in a cute little basket and leave it open. dirty. And I also like to keep a basket on the floor in plain sight. And what I do is instead of leaving the basket empty, I'll put a couple of used towels in there so that they know that it's okay to put the dirty towels in there and they don't mistake it for trash. I also like to set out some hand lotion that my guests could use after they're done washing their hands. And then I have this little bowl filled with perfume samples that I get in like every makeup order that I buy. And I just keep them on here so that they can use them if they want to. And it also serves as air freshener if they need it. And I think it's really nice when you have a really fresh smelling candle burning in the bathroom. It just keeps it nice and airy and smelling good all the time. One of the things I never forget to pick up whenever I go and do my grocery shopping is fresh flowers. Fresh flowers are just a way to add a pop of color to your presentation, but also to make your home feel very cozy. And I like to add them throughout the house. The main place I like to put them is by the entrance, and I also like to light a candle with those flowers. It's just very inviting and it makes your guests feel welcome. And of course, music is key and it's essential to setting the mood. You don't want it to be super quiet where you can hear a pin drop because that can be a little uncomfortable. I personally like using Spotify and I like this playlist. It's like a lounge mix. And my last tip is just for you guys to have fun, enjoy yourself since you've done all of the work up front. And I just thought I'd share with you guys one of our recent nights that we did. And this was basically like a cheese and wine night. And we did it out in our patio. And I've showed you guys this hibachi set before, but I usually use it for s'mores. And this time I decided to use it to melt some cheese. And literally all I did was get some fresh brie cheese and I wrapped it with a fresh slice of apple. And then I put that over the hibachi set fire and let it melt because there's nothing more delicious than hot melty cheese. And then I spread it on a cracker and I just add a little bit of honey to it and it is so delicious. I loved using this hibachi set whenever we entertain because you get to like nibble on food while you're talking and it's kind of like having your own fondue at home. And I will leave a link to this hibachi set down below. I've got it off of Amazon and you basically just buy the liquid gel separately and you light that on fire and it'll last you for a good 30 minutes to an hour. That is everything that I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want me to do a separate video of actually showing you an entire like entertainment theme, like a brunch or a dinner idea, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to go check out Nitraab's video after this video. All the information is listed down below. And if you're coming from her channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I will talk to you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.